a number of large clients that quite openly say to us, we're coming to you now because our planning has failed. So therefore there's more of kind of a reactive rather than proactive demand, and we support clients with that. We've taken that, we've had experience on the recruitment division for years now of this kind of varying demand, and we have figured out, using some very senior guys that we've brought in, invested in, people who can support, act as the kind of the underpinning for those projects. So typically it would be different types of architects. So we have enterprise architects, solution architect, technical architects, infrastructure architects, data architects. All of these people are the kind of people who would have would act in a point capacity on a project, who we can then wrap around other types of resources. For example, we had a requirement for a client. They're going through a transformation. Their transformational need was, it was really to harden the architecture of a platform they constructed. We engaged, we deployed one of our most senior architects, who is one of those hyper-technical, visionary, 1,000-yard stare when he gets in the groove kind of architects. And what we wrapped around him was he had the vision. We then sent in a solution architect to look at more of the detail, and he was directing that solution architect. And during that engagement, we realised there was a particular need around Docker. So it's the whole thing about microservices, containerization, that kind of thing. And there was some security issues, and we needed a Docker specialist. But if you imagine you're a large organisation, you're looking at your resource base, and you're thinking, we need a Docker specialist. We haven't got one. We need to go to the contractor market. So if you imagine as a normal large organisation, you'd be thinking, well, we've looked at this, we actually only need them for 2 weeks. How are we going to get a Docker specialist in for 2 weeks? Well, probably the first thing, it's going to cost you a fortune. And the other thing is, you're going to have to try and manage that Docker specialist. So what you're going to do, well, you have to try and find your own senior architect, enterprise architect to direct them. So the problem immediately begins to grow for our clients. Well, what we did, directing that project, we left the meetings where we identified the problem, we rang back to base, and we were able to locate a Docker specialist from our network, somebody who we've used before, within 45 minutes by the time we got back. But it's, that variability and unpredictability of the technology requirement is a problem that we've had to invest in heavily to solve it for our clients.